Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer and I am here to do a review on the ItsEyeTime palette by Pixi Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. I got this at Target for $24 the other day. That's without tax. And in this palette you get 12 large sized shadows. This is what the packaging looks like out of the cover. You get a hard plastic cover here, and it opens up like this, and so as you can see, it is only covering the shadows. It doesn't cover the side, but it's still pretty good quality. It seems like it does not feel cheap whatsoever. And the nice thing about it is it shows you the names of the colors on the back of the palette, so you know what colors you're using. And I actually was excited about purchasing this palette because I bought her original palette that she partnered up with BH Cosmetics. And if you're unfamiliar with what that one looks like, this is what that one looks like. It is in a cardboard kind of packaging with a magnetic closure, and it came with also actually this came with more shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it is still 12. It's still 12, but the size, oh, I'm like, don't know what I'm doing here. If you compare them side to side, the size of the Pixi versus the BH, the Pixi is more than double in size, I feel like, and I really liked the quality of the BH Cosmetics palette. It's like my go-to everyday palette basically, and I feel like Judy did a really good job of picking the colors out. The only thing is I don't use some of like the purple shadows, but they're still pretty good quality, and I have tested it out here and there. But this one is more of like a warm everyday kind of palette, a lot of neutral shades and transition shades, so I feel like it is more wearable for every day, but you can easily turn it into nighttime too with some of these dark colors. She also came out with a lip palette that looks similar as far as the design of the packaging. Same 12 colors, but I did not purchase that because I really just wanted to try out the eyeshadows. So if you think about it, for $24 for 12 shadows, you get each shadow for $2 a piece, which is actually a really good price for the size of these. The only thing I could think of offhand for drugstore would be Wet n Wild, where they sell the like individual shadows. I believe that's even more expensive than $2. I believe if it's either $1 or $2.99, $3, like in that range. It's definitely under $5. But so you get a nice variety, and when you compare the two, at first glance I did think that some of these colors were similar to her original palette, but when I did a side-by-side comparison and swatch, I did see that they are quite different. So she did a good job of making sure she did not duplicate what was in her original palette, but similar enough to where you'd be happy with the new palette. So I did use the shadows on today. I used this beautiful gold color up top right here, which is called Bubbly. Actually, let me list off the names for you so you know what the colors are. So starting from here, this is It's Mommy's Life. No, sorry. I take that back. This is Snowflake, Good Morning, Tutu, Dark Chocolate. Going back up, we have Bubbly, Brick, Getaway, and Aw Snap. Then we go to It's Mommy's Life, Honey Bear, Ping, and Night Night. And so these colors, so this is what I used on my lid. All over my lid is this gold color Bubbly right here. Then I used Honey Bear for my transition shade, and I used a little bit of Aw Snap in the outer corner and crease as well, just to define it a little bit more. I did, however, use the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer underneath, so that will help make it last all day. But talking about the consistency of the shadow, they are super creamy and pigmented. I really like how these swatched. I would do a swatch for you on my skin tone, but I feel like some of the transition colors won't show up, so I'll just do some individual color ones. So going down and doing just the shimmery colors, these four right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the swatch for those on my finger. And then let's see how that turns out on my wrist. Okay, not too bad. Can you guys see that? I'm sitting by the window, so I don't know if this is showing up too shiny, but I mean, that is a really good swatch. And those were just the shimmery colors. So then from there, it's like the darker colors and the transition colors, but these are like the main, like, what pop out at you when you open this palette. So from this, I do think that there are two colors in here that can be like the in-between, like satin colors. So like I said, these four are the shimmery. These two right here, this one has a little bit of shimmer in it, and this one has a satin look to it. So these are kind of the in-between. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the matte. Actually, you know what? The black is considered shimmery too. There is definitely some sparkle in there. And actually, I think it's more navy. I can't tell. Some lighting, it looks black. Some it looks blue. When you swatch it, I can't tell either. It's still like either a really dark blue or a not so dark black. So I'm assuming it's blue because even in her original palette, she went with a blue shade, but it was like a shiny or like a medium kind or whatever. Let me show you what that looks like right there. That's her original palette, and then this is the one I can't figure out. I mean, it looks black to me. So anyway, I'm really excited about this palette. I like the feel of all of the shadows. I liked the way it went on my eyes. I feel like when you swatch it, you get a better, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you get a better swatch, I guess, when you use it with your hand. I did, however, when I put it on the shimmery gold color that I used all over my lid, when I used it with my finger, I feel like it wasn't as pigmented looking, so I did go back in with a brush, and I feel like it worked out a lot better. Maybe it's because I didn't take enough on my finger. I'm not really sure. But in the end, I do like how it turned out. So I am going to see how it wears, if I'm going to have any fallout throughout the day. I feel like I'm going to be good because I used the primer, but we'll still see. So what else do I need to say about this? I don't know. I'm really glad that I was happy with the purchase, because I saw a couple of reviews here and there. I mean, that's how I found out about this palette, but I was getting kind of mixed reviews. I even got to the point where I wasn't even going to purchase it because one of the reviews that I watched, she didn't seem impressed with it. But when I went to Target the other day and I walked past it, I was like, okay, I just have to try it out for myself. Let's see what I think about it. And so that's what I did, and so far so good. So I will check back in at the end of the day and let you all know how it wore throughout the day. Okay, so I'm back. It's the end of the day. I just got home from work, so I feel like looking in the mirror throughout the day at work, my eyeshadow did not budge. I do have to say I did use this eyeshadow primer, which I've been trying out for the first time a few days, and I have good things to say about this. So but overall, the color of the shadow. It did increase. Like, everything was really nice. I think this is the first time that I can say that I'm really happy with my eye makeup. So I did just want to read what's on the website to describe the Pixi palette by ItsEyeTime. It says, a palette of super silky eyeshadows that are easy to wear and highly blendable that seamlessly transition from day to night, created by Judy. Swish on these gorgeous shades to define and enhance your look whatever time it is. And I think that's a pretty good product description for it, because it does have a nice silky feel, and it is blendable from what I worked with this morning. And the colors are so like day to night very easily. So overall, I'm very happy with this palette, and I can't wait to play around with more of the colors and different looks. With the amount of shades that this comes with, there's so many options. So I'm really happy with it. And if you have time, I think you should swing by Target and get one for yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope this review was helpful. I may not be as detailed as some of the other ones out there, but I just wanted to give my personal opinion about this, and I'm really glad that I purchased it and am trying it for myself, and I hope it lasts me for quite some time. The other original palette that I got, even though it's smaller shades, has lasted me for quite some time. So with the size of these, I imagine that I could probably even hold on to this for a few years. So yeah. Give it a try. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.